Hey, hello, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? It is Friday, April 7, 2023 at 5:11 a.m. here in the Philippines. This time check was brought to you by your favorite color surfing DJ, Serjay Svek. Glad to have you here, and welcome to the stream, everybody. And I would like to give a shout out to Akai, as always. Thank you very much for turning up right on the dot, as always. And thank you very much for that. And also, thank you, Ataji, for coming in as well. Glad to have you here. Both amazing Twitch streamers and VTubers. Glad to have you here. If you haven't followed them yet, why have you not done so? You better do it. Okay, I don't know how to threaten people, but trust me, you will not regret that. You will not regret it. Okay, I have no idea what I'm trying to say here. My English is failing me, but even if my English is failing me, my heart will not fail me. My heart is saying good day to you all, and welcome to the stream. How is everybody doing today? Whether you are watching live or watching the VOD, I hope that you are doing well, especially since today is Friday, or rather Good Friday. So today is actually an important week for us. It's Holy Week, so it's gonna be, yesterday was Maundy Thursday, and today is Good Friday, tomorrow's Black Saturday, and then we'll be leading up to Easter Sunday. So it's gonna be a lot of time for some people to be able to rest. I do not have the luxury of resting. Unfortunately, I have to continue my work, but I am so thankful that for my Thursday and Friday shifts, I don't have to commute to work. Goodness gracious. It was horrible commuting last Wednesday, goodness gracious. But now that we're here, we're able to go ahead and, you know, spend some time together once again in another Early Mornings with DJ Serjay stream. And yes, glad to have you here as well at the G. Finally caught a DJ Serjay stream again. That's good to know. Glad to have you here. Especially since it's a lot earlier than my usual hours of the DJ Serjay streams. So yeah, I'm very glad to have you here once again. And I don't know if you have work or if you have anything during these days, but if you do, especially if you have to commute, then you have my sympathies. As to all of you who don't have the luxury of having a holiday during these days, because holy cow, if you don't have a car, then you're in for a world of trouble, my friends. So my thoughts are with you during these very, very difficult days ahead, trust me. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm very happy that we were able to make some time for today. Whether you celebrate it celebrate it, but rather whether you observe it or not, this is as good a time as any to try to reflect on, you know, things, where you stand, where you are going, any plans that you may have, those sorts of things. So hopefully you'll be able to, whether you believe or not, I hope that you'll be able to find what you're looking for. And even if you don't, then eventually you will. So long as you keep working hard for it, I'm sure that the path will open for you. At the G says, I saw the pictures. That was a crazy amount of people traveling, right? I mean, I don't really get to see the local news that much nowadays, but I did see some pictures and videos of people that were stuck in like bus stops that were trying to head over to the province, because a lot of people work in the big cities. So during times like these, when the holiday season comes along, goodness gracious, it is just horribly cramped. So many people going in to get bus rides and you know, taking the ships or the planes going home. It's madness, you know, being able to, you know, trying to transport all of those people. Good luck to all of the people that actually have to, that are responsible for all of that. So it's not easy. So I am grateful in a way, because I don't have a province to go home to anymore. It's both a good thing and a bad thing, because I don't have a province to go home to anymore, because we sold our house, we moved, so we no longer have to, you know, worry about that property anymore, because no one's living there. But also it's sad because you know, I don't have a place to get away to if I get tired of city life. You know, it's always good to have a place to get away from the city, because holy cow, as much as there is convenience to be found in the city, it can be very constricting and restricting as well. So yeah, good luck. For those of you who are on your way home, especially since it's Friday morning, after you go to work, I really hope that you'll be able to get your rides and be able to spend time with your families and your friends, and stay safe. But yes, it will definitely be difficult for people when they come back on Monday too. Goodness gracious. When the exodus of people that return to the city to work or for school, good luck with that. Again, I'm one of those people that doesn't have to worry about that because I'm pretty much stuck in the metro right now, but my heart and my thoughts go out to all of you who do have to go through that. It's very difficult, especially, you know, for those of people who have to actually commute every single day to go to work. I've had experiences of friends that have to commute to, let's say, Cavite every single day. And Cavite is like a couple of hours away on a good day. Not to mention, well, maybe I'm exaggerating, but they always would tell me like it takes like a couple of hours for them to go to and from Metro Manila. And then that's on a good day, but on a bad day, when there's a lot of traffic, when there's a big traffic jam, then it goes to like 3 hours or 4 hours, and that's when everything just goes to heck right there. It's just one of those things that you have to think about, you know, how much time is lost just going to and from places. You begin to realize that, you know, there's so much that you have to think about on their way. So yeah, it's really, really bad, but I hope that everything gets fixed in the future. They'll finally be able to to fix it up. Long story short. But anyway, we're not really going to be focusing on you know, traveling and stuff like that, but we're going to be focusing on my Tellonym account. So for those who don't know, Tellonym is a website that people can use to send anonymous messages and such. So it's sort of like an international version of like Marshmallow that's used by popular corporate VTubers. And another Western version of that is Curious Cat. I actually used Curious Cat for a bit, but I found that Tellonym is a lot more accessible, especially for those who want to ask but don't have an account. So we'll be going through my very stale questions because I don't really have a lot of time, you know. Okay, maybe I do. It's just sometimes I feel lazy. You ever get that feeling? It's like you're perfectly okay. You have the ability to actually do the things that you do. Nothing is delaying you, but you're just like, I don't wanna. I don't wanna. But yeah, it's a very difficult thing sometimes to have to deal with, but today is as good as any to start. You know, there's this thing that I always refer back to that I learned back in school. It's a Chinese proverb, and it says, you know, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is today. So we're gonna go ahead and plant a tree and answer our Tellonym questions. But before that, I'll just address some comments from Ataji before we go. The worst commute of my life was just within Quezon City. Well, to be fair, Quezon is pretty big, but 4 hours in what would usually be a 30-minute ride. Goodness gracious. So, to answer your comment regarding whether Tellonym still exists, I was able to open an account very late in 2022. It still exists, but apparently it's not in the same, like it's not in the same level as it used to be. So I don't really understand what that means, but there you go. I guess that would explain why I was still able to open a Curious Cat account very late in 2022. So yeah, now we know. Today I learned. So yeah, and so let's go ahead and take a look at my Tellonym account, and finally make a dent in it and start answering some of these questions. So again, if any of you are interested and want to ask me some questions, you have the benefit of I forgot my command. Do I have a command for Tellonym? No, I don't. If you want to go ahead and ask me some questions, you have some things that you want to know more about me, if you have any like secret love confessions to me, I wish, then yes, go ahead and check out my Tellonym over here, which is available in the chat. For now, let's go ahead and take a look at the next page and answer some of these questions. Okay, I had to run. I had to run over here from all the way over there, so yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look over here. So how my strategy works for this is that I'll be talking more. Instead of like, just making this like a typing stream, I'll just go ahead and talk more, share my thoughts, and then I'll just summarize everything when I answer. So again, if you have any thing you want to share with me, any last minute questions, which are anonymous, rest assured, then feel free to go ahead and check out my Tellonym account. I just want to double check. I have my Spotify on. Is it really low compared to my voice, or is it okay? I want to double check. If it's way too low, then there's no point. Yeah, I'm trying to like adjust my volume some more so that it'll be a lot easier for everybody to be able to listen to the music. As just as a background music, but also because I want to have something else. It's a little low. Okay. Hold on, let me just... Okay, I think it's a bit too high. Let's bring it down a little low. Okay. Wait, let's just tune it down a bit more. Yeah, because I put the volume all the way up in Spotify, and I think that should be good now compared to my voice. Okay. If it's, just let me know again if the Spotify is too loud compared to my voice and everything, just so we can do it. Okay, good. At the G says good, then we can go ahead and get to it then. All right, so let's go tackle these questions that are like a month old. Oh my gosh. So, question number 1. What have you regretted recently? Very recently, gain back all my losses. Okay, so what I wrote here is that I lost my progress at the gym. I gained back all my losses. So if you have been following me for the past few months, you will know that I have been going to the gym on a regular basis, and I have been working out with my personal trainer, and he's good. He's very, very good. It's just that, I found I found like a couple of weeks ago that, you know, there's like usually like this thing that we do that it's what they call a body composition scale. So it's different from like your regular bathroom scale in that bathroom scales just tell you how much you weigh, but they don't tell you how much of it is fat, how much of it is muscle, how big are your muscles in your arms, like to track your growth and so to speak. So every like month we always go through a body recomposition check, and a couple of weeks ago I found out that all of the things that I have lost were back to square one. So all of the body fat, the visceral fat, which is the really, really bad kind of fat, mind you, have come back. And but just so you're aware, it's not that bad when I say that. It's just like, it's just barely, not barely. It's just like at level 1. So there's like normal, there's borderline, there's level 1. And level 1, I'm right there. Like just, you know, putting my foot through the door. But still, that's bad. And that's when I started 5 months ago. And when I saw that 2 weeks ago, you know, I was scared. I tried to do all I could. And when my coach said, "Okay, Serjay, we're gonna do your body composition check for this month," I was terrified. I tried to work out as hard as I could, but you know, as you may also know, I love food, and unfortunately, that is one bad habit that I could not break. So the other day, when I had my body composition check, we found out together that we're back to square one. Sure, my muscles have grown, but they've actually shrank a bit. There was a time when they were bigger, but then they shrank. And then my body fat is back to where it started. So it's a big regret for me. I'm very disappointed in myself. It's not so much the fact that I am back to where I am. I'm more disappointed in the fact that I have disappointed my coach. He didn't show it, but you know, I can also, that's why I feel bad, and I also don't want to renew the personal trainer classes anymore after we are done with our sessions. I'll still get my membership at the gym, sure, but I will probably not enroll in personal training anytime soon. The reasoning is because if I fail again, then that's gonna be my fault alone. You know, I think that's just some kind of weird habit that I picked up, that, you know, I don't want to be the cause of someone else's disappointment or failure. So, you know, if there is a chance that I'm going to be a problem for someone, then I'm going to cut myself out of that person's life. It's a very weird mindset, I know. That has cost me quite a few friendships in over the years. You know, if ever I think I said something embarrassing or made you angry at me, then I'll just leave. That was my go-to solution for a lot of things, you know. Oh my goodness, I made you angry, I am so sorry, I won't talk to you again. Yes, I'm a coward. In hindsight, that's a very cowardly move. And I've lost quite a few friends along the way. I've broken relationships that way, but there's nothing I could do about that anymore. But yeah, I should really not do that anymore. But yeah, I think that's just one thing that I want to do, is that, you know, I'll try to go through my fitness journey alone, because I think, as much as I appreciate what coach does, I think I have a better idea of what to do now, so I'll try to do things my way this time. And yes, that is going to extremes at the G. That's who I am. Why do you think my outfits are like super bright and colorful? Like there's no coherent design, you know? It's all topsy-turvy, and you know, it's all of these different things, because I don't do subtlety. Subtlety is not my strong suit, okay? It has to be extreme one way or another. I can be very, very quiet, or I can be very, very unhinged. And it's kind of very difficult for me to get in the in-between, which is what made it kind of difficult growing up, because I would usually sway between one end or another. I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything, but yeah, that's just part of the experience. So, but if we were just going to pick one particular regret this recently, then it's just my failures at the gym. But I'm a lot better now compared to a couple of years ago, because I don't think this is the end of the world anymore. I just think of it as a bump, a speed bump, and we'll get better. And also, the reason why I don't want to continue with the personal training sessions is because that costs a lot of money. Money that I don't really have to spend at this point in time. So we'll just deal with that for now. Okay, so let's go to the... Oh boy. Yeah, there's an ad right now, so we'll just go ahead and let it pass before we get to the next question. Yeah, I couldn't really like preload it so that we could run like both ads during the just starting screen. Actually, what was happening is right before the stream started, I actually did cleaning. I was sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, all of that jazz. And goodness gracious, that was very, very satisfying. Although I will say, you know, with this very extreme weather, it's very hot. If you think I go into the extremes, it's because the weather is extreme, okay? I'm just reacting. It's not them that caused it. It's not me that started it. It's the weather. I'm just acting in self-defense. My gosh. But yeah, April is gonna be a lot worse when it comes to the heat. So please take care. Make sure that you always hydrate. Feel free to spam the hydrate redeem if you want to. It's just, you know, it's for everyone's good to make sure that they all get hydrated and stay cool. I know you're hot, but it's much better at this time to stay cool. Alright, so let's go back to my other outfit, because, you know, we hot over here. Which is very true at the G. The bills are going to be terrible too. It's either AC or death, which is true. Especially if you're a pet owner. If you are able to afford it, then make sure that you also check on your pets. Keep them hydrated. Get them groomed if they have long fur. And yeah. The dogs, my dogs, are actually more excited about using the air conditioner. They guilt trip us into using the air conditioner, actually. So that's an experience. Hi Kevs, good morning to you. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? If you want to go ahead and follow another Genshin Impact player, Philippine streamer, go ahead and take a look at Kevs. We're doing some Tellonym today, and we've got a very difficult question, which is, how do you open up for love? So you go ahead and grab your chest and then just peel it open. Just kidding. No, do not do that. Okay, I do not condone body weird things. Okay, so how do you open up for love? So, before I read that, let's just read Kev's question. Sorry, Kev's comment, which is, same ang init, nagising ako dahil sa sobrang init. Diba? Ang init ngayon kasi. Mas masarap talaga kapag merong aircon ngayon eh. It's really good if there will be aircon, but again, the bills are gonna kill us faster than the heat will. But, you know, we'll be alive. You'll be alive longer. You won't get the heat stroke. But you'll be surprised with what you can live through. But yeah, anyway, enough of this grim thing. Let's talk about the question, which is, again, how do you open up for love? I think I'm very bad when it comes to these love-related questions. Why do you think my my Just Chatting streams never focus on love? But I think, in my limited experience, it's that you have to learn to let go of your pride and your ego and be prepared to get hurt. I'll just say that I haven't been in many relationships, okay? I've only had like one girlfriend, and I've dated a few other women in my time. And I'm still single. And but I think one problem that I had is that, you know, in all of my relationships, whether I was in a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship or if I was just dating, is because, you know, I'm afraid to get hurt, you know. I am very guarded when it comes to people, whether it's my friends, my, you know, people of authority over me, like teachers, bosses, family even. I'm very guarded. I find it very difficult to try to lower down the wall and let people in because I'm scared, you know. Growing up, I was always told that, you know, as a boy, as a man, you have to be strong. You know, people look up to you. And if you were a crybaby like me, then nobody's gonna want to date you. Nobody will want to be with you because, you know, you're a failure as a man. You have to be strong. You have to be reliable. And that was a lesson that was bored into my head many, many years ago. And even now, I'm finding it difficult to let go of the lesson. It's hard, okay? To try, because, you know, being in a relationship means that you will get hurt. Okay, it's not that you might get hurt, you will get hurt. But it's not necessarily like in the physical way, but what I mean is, you know, you will discover things about the person that you, let's say you had a crush on, that you were dating, that you will have to accept. You will have to tolerate. I mean, so long as it's not hurting you or anyone. But, you know, the illusion that you had of them in the beginning, because you think, oh, they're so perfect, they're so beautiful, they're so handsome, there's nothing wrong with them. And then you realize that they're just people like you too, you know? They make mistakes, they get things wrong. It's difficult, you know, sometimes for some people to break through that illusion. And just like what Ate G said, you know, I am a person of extremes. I do my best to maintain that illusion that people have of me. That, you know, I try to be reliable and dependable as best as I can, even if inside I'm a wreck. Because I think that if people were to see this vulnerable side of me, they would leave me behind. And people have. That's why because it has happened before. And I'm scared. I want to hold on to what I have, because I don't know if I'm going to have it again. And I don't know if you would call that clingy or possessive, but I do what I can. And because I don't think that I'm the most attractive person out there, so I do my best to try to preserve the relationship as I can. But if they don't find it, then there's nothing that I can do. I just let it go. So when it comes to love related questions like these, just prepare to be disappointed with my answers. So yeah, just get hurt. Just get hurt. No, I mean, be prepared to get hurt. Okay, be prepared. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Okay, here's another question. Okay, what would you do if someone asked you on a date? A part of me would really like to say, would really like to ask them, is this a joke? Because I remember one time I confessed to a woman that I liked, and then I told her, I've had a crush on you for years. And the first thing that she said to me, she looked at me dead in the eye, and then she said, is this a joke? And believe me, if only I had the power to make the earth swallow me whole, I would have. That was the worst feeling in the world. And yeah. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, what would you do if someone asked you out on a date? Well, it depends on who's asking. Depends on who's asking. But I would be open. I mean, I don't know. I kind of find it difficult, to the concept of quote-unquote casual dating, where you don't really see it as like a long-term, you don't date with the vision of getting married, because that was like the value that was instilled to me. So I'm trying, but you know what, you might as well try, be open to it. It might go somewhere, it might not, but I don't know. If you were raised with the values that I did, some good, some bad, but best be open. And I would say, yeah. Yeah, we'll just say, yeah, let's just rephrase that as say, I would be open and give it a try. I would be open and say yes. Is that a sign? I don't know. I think that's like a sign. What's even funnier is I opened up a Facebook account, actually, and if you didn't know, and one of the things that I did, what I found is that for my VTuber, and one of the things that I found is that there was actually the advertisement for the Facebook dating thing. Like, Serjay, find all of these people that you can get into a relationship with in your area. And I'm like, is it finally time? Is it finally time for the single Svek ready to mingle arc? Hey everybody, colorful Serjay Sveks in your area. Check them out. I don't know. There's the colorful Serjay that you can have over here. There's the hot and spicy Serjay as well. And then there's the fancy Serjay, barong made by Ata G, by the way. That is a bit stiff and nervous, but he does have a lot to say. But yeah. I don't know. We will see how that goes in the future. Come what may. If it happens, it happens. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting question. Thank God it's not about love. What do you think of martial arts? I was about to say they are a big part of my life, but then I remembered Dead Poet Society. You know, why use like very good when you could say amazing? Why say very big when you could say huge? Amazing movie. Good work. So, what do you think of martial arts? Well, for martial arts, they are my all-time favorite thing. I grew up watching martial arts movies and playing fighting games, so they are a huge part of my life. I was never good in like the quote-unquote traditional sports in the Philippines, like basketball or soccer, and maybe even baseball. But you know, because I was also a glasses wearing kid, so it was a very difficult thing to play those kinds of sports. So I grew up watching martial arts movies, and I was amazed at the things that they could do. Jet Li and Jackie Chan were my big heroes back in the day. And I was also part of the Taekwondo craze back in the day, because in the 90s and the early 2000s, Taekwondo was like the big martial art at the time. During my coach's time, it was karate. But in my time, it was Taekwondo. And nowadays, it's mixed martial arts. So, or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, either one. But still, you know, it was a big part of my life watching people grow and do these things. And I also enrolled in Taekwondo, and in college, when they gave us the choice of what PEs to choose, I chose anything related to martial arts. So I was forced, unfortunately, to pick Taekwondo again, because that was the only one available. And then I also picked Judo, Wushu, and Tai Chi. I even have a sword, actually, for Tai Chi. So that's a fun little story. But if I had the choice, I probably would have changed Taekwondo with either fencing or arnis. So, as you observe, as you may have heard, no basketball, no soccer, no tennis, nothing like that. It's all gonna be martial arts because, well, I don't know. It's just a big part of me is like thinking that if you're strong enough and fast enough to be able to do those things, then that is a big inspiration. And I want to be able to do that as well. Although, unfortunately, we have to be realistic here. No amount of martial arts training is going to protect you from a gun to the head. So, believe me when I say that even if I was the strongest trained person in the world, if someone is going to ask for my wallet, I'd give it to them and thank you. Thank them for not shooting me. That my best defense, my best self-defense is running away, screaming my head off. Because, you know, why use hand when they have gun, right? So just run, call for help, don't try to be a hero. Okay, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right, so that's done with that. Let's move on from that question to the next. Okay. All right. When was the last time you liked someone and who? Well, of course, I'm not going to tell you who I like, but it was... When was the last time you liked someone? It was a couple of years ago. I won't tell you who. So, yeah, there was this person that I saw, and we interacted for a while. She was nice, very, very friendly. We did go out on a couple of movie dates together, and we were doing pretty good. And I liked her. I never told her because, you know, sometimes it takes me time to like realize that, yeah, I like her, which is also a problem. But long story short, we drifted apart. She never seemed to answer any of my messages, and we never really got to do anything else. So I don't know, we just drifted apart. We became friends, and you know, at that point I was like, it's fine, okay, we'll just leave it like that. And sure, I still see her around, but I've gone past the point of liking and just, you know, being friendly again. And sometimes it's kind of better that way, you know? You begin to realize that sometimes your relationships, that your close relationships, work out a lot better when you just remain friends. Okay, so next question. What were you doing yesterday? You know, the problem is with me is that since I work a night shift, the definition of yesterday is kind of blurred sometimes. What was I doing yesterday? Oh, I went grocery shopping. And you know what? I actually have this tote bag, and it's rainbow colored. So I got that from IKEA, and it was a rainbow colored bag, and holy cow, I said to myself, you know, that is so on brand. When I saw it in IKEA, I was like, oh yeah, this is perfect. The perfect Serjay bag. Let me see if I can open it on Discord so you could see it. There we go. So this is the bag that I was talking about on my Discord server. So you could see, bam. Yeah, this is it. So this is what it looks like. It's a really big, colorful thing. Tote bag, my gosh. They have like the traditional plastic blue. And you know what's funny? Because people, you know, when you look at those like recycled plastic bags that some of our local manufacturers make, people will scoff at that and then say, oh, that's just recycled plastic, you know, that's not fancy. Or have you seen those tote bags that are like, you know, made out of old Tetra Pak juice boxes like Zesto? And people will look at that and like, ugh, oh my gosh, that's so that doesn't look like doesn't look so good next to my Louis Vuitton or Hermes bags. But if you look at an IKEA shopping bag, it's pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much just like those woven plastic bags. But people are like, oh my gosh, it's IKEA. My gosh. But yeah, this is a bit different. I don't think it's like the woven kind that IKEA has. But yeah, it's so dang colorful. I was like, yeah, that's it. Okay, I want to get that. And that's what I bring in my bags whenever I go shopping. Spontaneous shopping trips, because come on, you know, I know people are trying to be more environmentally conscious because they don't want to use plastic bags, and that's fine, but paper bags are a nightmare. My goodness, I hate using paper bags. They're just not the best way to hold your stuff. So that's why, if you want to, might as well just get one of these tote bags. It'll save your life and your sanity. And if you also want to go ahead and check out all of our different posts where we talk about food and dad jokes and a bunch of other things, go ahead and check out my Discord server as well. So definitely something that you could think about. And also, please make sure that you are always telling me the truth. Because if you are not telling me the truth, then you are lying. Yes. That is the dad joke of the day. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay. Tough crowd. Okay. I don't hear any groaning in chat, which is probably a good thing or a bad thing. You know, whenever I hear my friends groan, there we go. Perfect reaction at the G. You know, whenever I hear my friends groan from my dad jokes, that's like the perfect reaction. I don't know. I have this like weird twisted fantasy that I probably am going to die because I'm making a joke to someone that's very angry at me. I don't know. That's just a very weird thing that crosses my mind sometimes. My colorful tote bag. You know, I actually reached out to someone. Now that I think about it, I actually tried to reach someone and I asked them, you know, how difficult would it be to make like a rainbow jacket for my character. But I know that's very difficult and very expensive. And I also reached out to someone else if they could crochet me like a shawl, a rainbow shawl or a rainbow scarf. But if that's a bit difficult to do, then we could still just, you know, I could just go to the next convention and then just carry this thing around. Then people will know that it's Serjay. I don't know about you, but I will be going to the next con in, I think it's June. Correct me if I'm wrong. We just finished Cosplay Carnival last weekend, and then the next one should be Conquest in June. If that's the one, I'm going on day 2, Saturday. So if we ever run into each other, just look for the guy with the colorful tote bag or with the Ushanka Russian hat that you can see here on my model right now. That's Serjay. That's me. I hope to see you there. I hope to see you there. I'm just so glad that I actually have a ticket this time, because holy cow. Cosplay Matsuri, no, I did not have a chance to get a ticket. No. Way too many people were lining up. My goodness, it was impossible. Okay, let me just have a drink first. Holy cow, it's so hot. I need to drink. Ah. Ah. Okay, so next question. On which subject have you had a different opinion than your parents? What is the problem? Politics. Long story short, they support one candidate, I support another candidate. They are very vocal about supporting their candidate. I'm very quiet. But, you know, knowing the values of their candidate versus mine, I was shocked. I was surprised. Disappointed. I was never expecting that, because I always thought them to be better. Yeah, I really need to be more active when it comes to that sort of thing, you know. Yeah, it's always the politics when it comes to parents, you know. It do be like that. Yeah, I really hope that when our generation becomes a lot older, you know, we'll be better examples to our own children when it comes to, you know, the political sphere. Okay, so, you know, without dwelling on it too much, we'll leave it at that. Politics. Okay, Okay, so for the sake of time, you know, we're just going to be answering questions. There's actually an ad right now, so apologies for that. We'll just keep it going, and if you have any, if you want to go ahead and check out any missing questions, you can always go ahead and check out the VOD. The VOD will always be available on my YouTube channel every up to 48 hours. So if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can go ahead and do so. I post a ton of YouTube shorts and also highlight videos. I'll be trying to make more highlight videos when I can afford so. You know, just taking a breath. My gosh, it's so hard to talk sometimes. Okay, so next question. What's happening between you and this one person? I don't have any problems so far. I don't think I have any problems with anyone. At least I don't think so. So if you do, please elaborate. You know, I am aware sometimes that how I act can be problematic for some people. So if you do think that my feedback, that, you know, what I'm doing is problematic or wrong, you're more than welcome to, like, reach out via DMs or something and then let me know. Here's the thing. I hate feedback. I'll be honest. I don't like getting feedback because it hurts my ego. However, I do know that, you know, whatever you may say may be important to me. So as much as I hate doing it, I will listen to what you have to say. Now, whether I think that's valid or not is a totally different question. But you're definitely free to let me know what you think is wrong, and I'll be more than happy to act on it when I do realize that yes, it's something needs to change. So I can't sometimes, you know, I miss these things. I'm unintentionally offensive. So if you do find anything out, please let me know. I want to change and be better. All right, so we've got this question, which is a very interesting thing. This one is, are you a spontaneous or are you a planning person? Okay, I think this is something that I can also ask the chat as well. Let me go ahead and set up a poll here. Okay, so we now have a poll. Feel free to go ahead and put in your answers in the chat. What are you? Are you a spontaneous person or a person that's always planning ahead? So to answer my question, I am a person that always likes to plan ahead. But the funny thing is, I think it was Mike Tyson that said that, you know, you always have a plan until you get punched in the face. So that's me, but I want to know what you all have to say. You know, what kind of person are you, my humans? You don't necessarily have to enter your comments in the chat. If you feel like it, go ahead and just use the poll. But anyway, going back to myself, I prefer to plan ahead. I'm kind of bad when it comes to surprises. I really like it more if there is like structure, routine. When it comes to learning new things, I'm fine with it. I like learning new things, but you know, there is always that initial discomfort period that I have that I don't like. Because again, being consistent with how I am, I usually, it makes me vulnerable, and it also makes me look bad in front of people. And like I said before, I want to look reliable, and you know, making mistakes in the process of learning, in my mind, does not make me look good. So as much as possible, I prefer to plan ahead, and I kind of have problems dealing with like monkey wrenches being tossed my way, or surprises, simply put. But you know, that's also something that I'm working on. I'm trying to be more open to possibilities, and I think I'm getting a lot better at it now compared to before, when I used to think that it was the end of the world if nothing went to plan. No, sometimes if things don't go to plan, it can just mean that something even more amazing is coming your way. So, you know, just be open to it, and eventually you might find something very interesting. Okay, so there is that. Currently, oh, that's a very interesting question. Okay, currently, how are you feeling? Thirsty. I mean, seriously, okay? This is not something that I need to elaborate much. Oh god, I need more water. My goodness. You know what would be even better? Hot coffee. I don't know if it's just a Filipino thing, but like, come on. Like, it's a very hot weather. Hot weather is perfect for hot coffee. And cold weather is perfect for iced coffee. You have to agree with me on that. It's just a very weird thing that we like to do, right? I'm not the only one who likes ice cream in December. Oh my gosh, it's just so weird, but it just feels so right, doesn't it? Feels so right. right at the G. Perfect for ice cream. Perfect for ice cream, cold weather. Because it doesn't melt as much. That is very true. That is very true. Okay. Something that everyone should do once in their life. That is a very good question. But what's an even better question is, why have you not chosen to follow Soulless Husk TV on Twitch? And for everyone, I would like to welcome everybody over from Soulless Husk community. Thank you very much for dropping by. Glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I would like to thank you also for subscribing for 6 months. Ooh, yeah. You got the silver badge, Husk. Good to have you here. I need to figure out my redeems. I thought it was a raid. But yes, Husk has been a long-time supporter of the channel. Thank you very much for dropping by. And yeah, it's another VTuber. We go way back, long before we have gained our current forms. And if you want to go ahead and follow, what's this? If you want to see someone that is actually very good at soul games like Dark Souls, Husk is your lich. And yes, it is because of Husk that I was actually introduced to quite a big skeleton VTuber community, actually. So, you know how in the Philippines we have like food themed VTubers, barista VTubers, gods and goddesses? Well, I've also found that there's like a skeleton VTuber community as well. And from what I remember, keep me honest, Husk, Husk is also part of this event where it's like a VTuber visual novel kind of thing. So yeah, Husk is a part of that. So if you want to go ahead and see how that develops, go ahead and follow Husk on Twitch as well. Yeah, so yeah, you are the silver fox right now, my friend. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's what it's called, Fantasy. Okay. So is that like a game, a video game, Husk, or are you just like a visual novel that includes you and all the others? I think Shio Bamboo and Satan are included there as well, and maybe Patella, I'm not sure, but from what I know, it's just a VTuber visual novel, and I don't know how you guys are involved, if you're like characters or developers or anything like that. But yes, if you are curious about that, go ahead and check out my homie Husk as well. I can't do sound redeems because that really messes up my laptop. So I'll just pretend that, I'm doing Husk's raid intro, because that's like the best thing that he does. Okay, anyway. So, alright, so Husk says, so Fantasy is a live performance with Shio, Satan, and so much more. We are going to be doing a live stream with them as characters and me as narrator. Chat will make pivotal decisions to shape the narrative. Choose your own adventure. Oh, okay. So it's kind of, this is a reach, okay, but it's kind of like D&D, but with more chat involvement, I guess. But in visual novel instead of tabletop is what I'm thinking of, I think. I mean, you're free to correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. If you're interested in that, go ahead and take a look at Husk and his channel as well. Okay, so going back to the topic, which is what's this? Tellonym questions. What is something that everyone should do once in their life? I have no idea. I have no idea what to dictate. I guess if it's just I guess if it's just one thing. Okay, so but first things first, based on the poll that just ended, what type of person are you? Are you a spontaneous person, or are you a person that always plans ahead? So we've got 100% planning ahead. 3 people, including myself, are those who like to plan ahead. So it looks like my chat is comprised of people that are not very spontaneous. You know what they say, the chat reflects the streamer. So I guess that is I guess that's it. Okay, and Husk says, basically, we have a script and story, but we have a few decisions that you can make, including the ending. Oh, interesting. So that's a lot of chat involvement. I don't know, Husk, but yeah, I'll just say be prepared to go off the rails. But I think you guys can handle that, no problem. Hi Reeker, very early, yes indeed. We are very early today. Glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, we're just answering some Tellonym questions that I've been stewing for months. But I'm glad to have you here. Us says, we got it all planned out. We'll make the scuff our tool. Yes. Embrace the scuff. If you've been streaming long enough, you will know that scuff is your best friend. Okay? And scuff is content. So don't be afraid of, you know, scuff and all the things going wrong. I think that is something my 10-year-old self would have never imagined I would say. You know, I would probably break down if anything went wrong with my stream setup. But now that I'm older, I can now turn that potential disaster into content. So please be proud of me. I need my validation. Sorry. I'll answer this first before I get back to the chat. So, something that everyone should do once in their life: travel, in my opinion. You know, traveling is a good way for you to be able to see other perspectives, see how other people do things, and if you do, you know, if you go to other places, you'll begin to realize, you know, you'll also be able to appreciate what you have. And if there's anything that you would like to change, maybe you could go ahead and use that as well. So take lessons from what you've learned and apply it to what you have. If you have the power to make things better, then you could go ahead and use the lessons from your travels. And if you find, you know, especially with places that you thought were perfect, you will also find that, you know, they're not so different after all. So you'll also begin to appreciate what you have here at home, whatever that may be. Okay, let's see. Reeker says, morning at the G, did you sleep? Around 6 hours, woke up at 4 a.m. Goodness gracious. Reeker has only 3 hours of sleep. My gosh. My goodness, people are losing sleep. Yeah, especially since it's so tired. I mean, sorry, it's so late. My goodness. So yeah, try to get as much sleep as you can if you can't be. What's this? So Husk is saying or asking, what's been the most memorable telonyms so far? Let me find it. I don't know if I could find it here. It's probably buried among the rest. But one of the things that I really was surprised out, it was not a question, but it's more of what they said is that, you know, they said, "Oh, I really like your voice." And I was like, kilig much. I don't know if you. There we go. This is the one. Okay. No question. I just want to say I like your voice. I was like, giddy. I was like giddy like a kid again. My gosh. Nothing makes me happier than, you know, people saying that they like how I talk. Because that's pretty much what all I have. So yeah, I'm very happy that people do get to say those things, and yeah, if you do want to go ahead and share any anonymous questions, if you want to go ahead and send me any confessions, romantic or otherwise, then you can go ahead and send it via the Tellonym link in the chat and in the pinned message right now. Hey, you do have a good voice though. Sorry. Anyway. Let's see here. Are you scared of flights? Oh, easiest question ever. Yes. I don't care if the flight is only gonna take 1 hour compared to like a road trip of 4 hours, okay? If I can avoid going on a plane, then yes, I would prefer not to go on a plane, all right? And you know what's funny? Whenever I go ride a plane, whenever I plan to ride a plane, I always end up watching a couple of series on National Geographic, or it always seems to appear. It's either Locked Up Abroad, where people get imprisoned abroad because of, like, you know, being caught on false drug charges or smuggling. You know, it's mistakenly done. Or Air Crash Investigations. Those two are the programs that always seem to show up whenever I'm about to take a flight. I don't know why. Yeah, it's like always happening. Air Crash Investigations and Locked Up Abroad. The timing of the universe is something weird. Oh yes, Enrique, thank you for the redeem, Barong Serjay. And yeah, this is actually a design that was made actually by Ataji before. So really, really good. I'm very thankful that Ataji chose to reach out to me and make this art. It was really nice. And also, for those who don't know, this is my original outfit. This is the outfit that I had on my debut recently. And this Barong outfit will be updated, and I will be sharing it probably in June, just in time for Philippine Independence Day. So if you want to go ahead and be part of my journey, if you want to go ahead and have a sneak peek at the outfit when it becomes available, why don't you go ahead and check out the Color Surfer Station Discord? Because people who were part of the Discord did get to see this outfit very, very early. So yeah, go ahead and take a look at that, and you'll see a design, another alternative design where it can move and stuff like that. It's amazing. I already have my artist Milas working on it right now. So now I have the problem of trying to resist showing it off way too early. I have 2 more months to hold off, and I need to figure out, like that sheet that VTubers have, like, 10 likes or 10 retweets and I will show you my feet. 20 retweets, I will show you my knees. I will show you my body and stuff like that. My new outfit has Guy Fieri vibes. We're going to Flavor Town! Oh my goodness. I don't know, but I don't think I could ever pull off Guy Fieri's iced tips on the hair. My gosh. I remember when I was a kid that, what's this? I don't know if it was like that in your end of the world, Husk, but in the Philippines as a kid, when we grew up with things like Dragon Ball and anime and stuff like that, we had a lot of my male classmates, they loved putting hair gel, and they would use spiked hair. My gosh, their best Super Saiyan Goku impression. And I remember my mom, even though I was like in the workforce, she was saying, why don't you go ahead and brush, gel your hair up and make it stand up? Like, why are we making spiky hair, Mom? It's already like 2 decades old. My goodness. It's way past its death. Why are we bringing back spiked hair? I'm not Guy Fieri. But yes, if you want to see my alternate outfits, you can if you want me to rather wear my alternate outfits for a longer time in the stream, you can go ahead and redeem using the channel points. Use your Svek coins. Perfectly legal tender in the fair isle of Serjay. Let's go through the comments here. Oh, Reeker got white. Good job. Nice work. Let's see here. Husk says, I'm the opposite. Best plane rides are to things like the Philippines. I take an 18-hour flight non-stop. Oh my gosh. Husk, how do you survive? Oh my goodness. Okay, to be fair, I don't know how long it takes to go, let's say, to America from the Philippines and vice versa. I think it's like 24 hours, give or take, if it's non-stop. Holy cow, think of your legs. My gosh. You really have to, stand up every once in a while and then stretch your legs and walk. I remember the funniest thing that happened was when I was taking a plane ride to China. And I woke up and what's this? I woke up and then I decided, you know what? Let's go to the restroom and then maybe brush my teeth and stuff. And then as soon as I entered, I could hear from the intercom. They were saying, "Oh, you go ahead and get back to your seats. Put on your seatbelts. We'll be going down very soon." And I was rushing. I did my business as fast as possible, and then I pretty much ran back to my seat, holding onto the chairs because the plane was already beginning to descend. And I was like, "Oh no, I have to keep my balance." And then I made it back to my chair. My gosh. You see, that's why planes are evil. Sure, planes are the safest method of travel, but come on, I don't want to be there if a plane falls from the sky. It's like that, again, extremes. And hello. Husk says, it's a nice flight. You get food, movies, and free peanuts. Yeah, free peanuts. That's nice. Reeker says, imagine a flight cruise, you just vacay on the clouds. That sounds like a good idea. And Little Loaf, hey Brad, welcome to the stream. What's up? Oh, we are answering some questions that have been long been stewing in my Tellonym account. And good to have you here. Welcome to the stream. And for everyone who has not yet familiar, you can go ahead and say hello to Bread, also known as Little Loaf, and you can go ahead and say hello. They're actually correct me if I'm wrong, they're currently on like a streaming hiatus, so but they're definitely another one of a really cool Philippine VTubers, so definitely go ahead and check them out. If you like Valorant and chatting, then definitely go ahead and check them out. All right, they're on a hiatus, I see, but when they come back in the future, then you'll definitely love listening to their voice. Another amazing voice chat. Voice chatter, excuse me. Here's a little secret, okay? If you're a streamer or a content creator and then I follow you, then it's usually because you have a nice voice, okay? I like listening to people with nice voices. So it's a sign. If you're not confident with your voice, you know, check my follower list. Husk says, free peanut. Oh my gosh, just one peanut? Oh yeah, times have been tough. My gosh. I remember my last time I had airplane food was I just had like one muffin. But then again, a muffin is probably better than just one peanut, I guess. Oh, looks like we do have some people that are like small world. Yes. See you around. Big fan. Good to know, good to know, good to know, good to know. She's a big fan. Hey! Nice, nice, nice. You know, we love seeing communities intersect. I love seeing that. I don't know how people are like, you know, oh no, don't talk about other streamers, you know, like that. But you know, I like it if we see some interaction with others. It's really nice. Okay, next one. The last person that you texted, my Jollibee delivery guy. Serjay, you're out of your element. What's wrong, Husk? Oh, Loaf's a big pan. I'm so sorry if I'm using the wrong pronouns. Red. Okay, but yeah. Oh, you're still working. Oh my gosh. You know, it's good to be funny, and it's good to care. Just make sure that you care. Just don't be a loaf. Make sure that you care, just don't be a loaf. There we go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A loaf is the same as aloof. Oh my goodness. Yes, they do. Yeah. Okay, there we go. All right. Serjay, always wholesome. Are you sure about that? Okay, have you checked my Twitter post? Okay, go ahead and check my Twitter and take a look at the newest picture that I have posted. My goodness, one of those what's this? One of those Shindan Maker survey things that they like to make. My goodness. Okay, you know, when have I ever been wholesome, Bread? I am not wholesome. I'm just very good at hiding it. Anyway, so that's it. Yes, people still text. You know, I'm kind of funny. All right, in the chat. All right, who still texts? I mean, in the age of, at least in the Philippines, Facebook Messenger and Viber are like the big messengers. You know, in like Japan, it's Line. Other places have like Viber or Telegraph or WhatsApp, like that. But here in the Philippines, you're more likely to use Facebook Messenger. Unless you're like, you know, Shopee or Lazada, and they always use text. I'm still the type of person that even if I'm never gonna text you, I still prefer to get like pictures, you know, because before, you know, you could save the phone number of the person. Sometimes you could get like pictures depending on the phone, and then I usually would do that. I would put a picture whenever I save a new contact, because I want to be able to associate a picture or a face with a name. So I'm kind of boomer like that, you know. Husk says, I'm kind of boomer, I just call people or use Discord. Fair enough. Bread also uses text SMS. Hey, that's good to go. That's nice. Yes, not so wholesome, Serjay. Go ahead and one of these days, or maybe in a week or two, I plan to have another highlighted video, and you'll definitely see a less wholesome kind of Serjay in a game of Splatoon. So Husk says, yo Serjay, I'm spreading the good news of our Lord and Savior with my American VTuber friends, that of the cheesy Yum Burger. Yes, spread the word of cheesy Yum Burger. Oh my gosh. Okay, so thanks for the redeem, Husk. Old man voice. Okay, let me old man. Okay, there we go. Back in my day, we used to scream into the jungle to say hi to the neighbors. There we go. If you have enough Svek coins, you can go ahead and redeem a number of voices. I can do Uwu, Goofy, Old Man, ASMR. If you feel like a little Cabedon experience, you can make me say Ara Ara or Oya Oya or whatever. I don't know. We could try. Subscribe to my Only Hues for spicy voice packs. Satisfaction not guaranteed. Anyway, so yeah. I mean, what would happen if just out of nowhere I open an OnlyFans? My gosh. I don't even know what I would put there. Okay, I need to sober up. Okay, let me go ahead and do my 3 squats. Right. If there's anything that I'm proud of, is that I think I have pretty good squat form. Okay, number 2. Yeah. Last one. I really need to learn how to like put my butt out, because apparently you should not hesitate to put your butt out when you squat. It's kind of weird out of context, but when you're like doing barbell squats, when you're resting the barbell on your shoulders, it's like it's forcing your body to go forward and fall forward. So in order to counterbalance that, you have to like put your butt out, my gosh, backwards. So, you know, so the people at the gym get to see a little bit of my Serjay superior posterior, if you know what I mean. Okay, anyway. Alright, so Husk says, just don't go Kuya, Kuya. It doesn't sit right. Imagine going like Oni-chan, but then it's like Kuya. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm the G wants that. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the music for this one, you know, for maximum experience. Like that. Let's turn off the Spotify. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There we go. I think that works. Ate, ate. Oh come on. Oh come on. Oh come on. What's this? Bread. This is not that bad. It's not that sussy. My goodness. Oh no. Reeker says, oh no, not the Oni-chan. Okay. My goodness. And then Husk says, hello there, Jim Bro. You looking at my... Sorry, let me do that again. Hello there, Jim Bro. You're looking at my... Svek coins. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I had to twist. My gosh. It's sussy. Hello. Yes. What do you mean? My gosh. You know, Husk, you're reminding me of those memes. You know, it's like this baby right here can hold so many. I don't know. Whatever. Slap that car. Slap that car roof. No. But anyway, going back to any of those things, yeah. The last person I texted was my Jollibee delivery guy. I didn't have... Oh no, I did have the meal. I had Husk. They have here in the Philippine Jollibee, they have the spaghetti, and then the cheesy yum burger, and then there's iced tea. Good stuff. Good stuff. I know people outside the Philippines have mixed opinions about the spaghetti, but you know, it's something. It's something. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Let me post a video. There's a video here that I wanted to show you all. That I haven't posted it to my Discord yet, but I wanted to get people's opinions on this. So. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and watch this clip together. And Oni-chan redeem, really? Hello there, Jim Bro. You're looking at my... Wait, wait, can you tell me, can you let me know if you hear everything? If it sounds clear to you? Just, let me know, okay? Hello there, Jim Bro. You're looking at my... Svek coins. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I had to twist. My gosh. You're looking at my... Hello there, Jim Bro. Svek You're looking coins. At my... Svek coin. Yeah, you definitely heard that, didn't you? Oh my goodness. The antics that we all get up to, my gosh. Wait, let me go ahead and just post this in the Discord and we can go back to it when it posts. So thanks again, Husk, for that. The Svek coins were too powerful. Yeah, but I'm glad that you are enjoying the music. excuse me, enjoying the Jollibee spaghetti husk. That's good to know. Okay, here. I'm gonna show you something on the Discord server. So let me just find the appropriate channel and we could do this. So this is, I told, some people gave me weird looks because this is how I used to mix my Jollibee spaghetti as a kid. Sometimes, you know, during elementary school birthday parties, they would give us the Jollibee spaghetti as takeout, but we did not have spoons and forks immediately. So in my impatience, what we would do is we would just, you know, close the lids and then shake the boxes. So this is how we used to do it back in the day. Just shake it round and round and round and round and yeah. Okay. Okay, it doesn't always work, all right? Especially if it's been in takeout for a while. You see how it's not really moving because I did not pick up the spaghetti immediately. But if it's like fresh and it's still in the box, go ahead and give it a shake, and usually it works. It actually worked a lot better back in the day when we used to use styrofoam instead of cardboard for the containers. Not saying that we should go back to styrofoam, but yeah, we shaking it. We shaking the spaghetti. Okay, so based on people's reactions, I think that no one else used to shake their spaghetti like I did. That used to be something that my friends and I in elementary school used to do. Whenever we were not patient enough to eat, you know, to wait for our plastic forks, we just shake the spaghetti. I don't know if they serve it in cardboard boxes for takeout husk, but maybe you'll have a better result than I do. You know, video contest. Go ahead and order Jollibee spaghetti and then tag me on Twitter if you're able to shake it successfully and mix it. Challenge accepted? I hope so. I hope so. Okay, so back to answering the questions. Alright, let's see here. Have you ever been in love? Yes. Okay, that's it. If you want to know the full story, check out the VOD. Of course I've been in love. Okay. I'm just like everybody else. I fell in love. I've fallen out of love. I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. It's DMCA, so I'm gonna stop singing. Yeah. Okay, and then next question. What did it take for you to become the person you are today? A lot of pain and disappointment. Oh, come on, Reeker. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. One of these days, we're gonna be able to say the word "what is love" without breaking into song like that. But that day is not yet today. So yeah, what did it take for me to become Serjay right now? A lot of disappointment and pain. Hiya. Why are you only B? You should be A. My gosh. Why are you a VTuber? What is a VTuber? We only have A tubers. Oh my goodness. You know, typical household experience growing up. My gosh. Very strict about the grades. I did my best in school, In exchange, I have horrible social skills. I'm learning, I'm doing my best. Doing my best. I hope that the next generation, our children, will be, you know, will have a lot better experience than we ever did. At the G says, baby, don't hurt me no more. Dun, dun, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Anyway, if you don't know what the heck I'm singing, that's "What Is Love" by Hathaway. Amazing music video. Reeker says, my social skills end at the food counter. Same. Okay, so next question. Have you moved often? No. I've only moved like maybe once. And that's to be where I am right now. I mentioned earlier in the stream that I don't have a province to go home to because, you know, we sold my childhood house. So I'm pretty much stuck here in Metro Manila. And yeah, but you know, I kind of, growing up watching American movies and TV, I was always amazed at the stories of how there are some kids that would move. It's like almost every other month or every other year, they would move from one state or one country to another. You know, probably because of their parents' jobs and stuff. And that just amazed me. Like, how was that supposed to help a kid growing up, you know? Especially in the days before, like, Facebook chatting or social media or anything like that. How were you supposed to talk to your friends or make any friends back in the day? So, I don't know if anyone in my chat has had that experience of moving many times, because that must have been very difficult growing up. It's a very, very different experience, I would imagine, you know, until the day that you could finally settle down. That's something. Yeah. Karaoke stream, Serjay, when? You know what? I already did a karaoke stream a long time ago, but I removed the VOD because, you know, DMCA. But I do definitely plan to do one again soon. I guess maybe if we hit 500 followers on Twitch, and currently we are now at 476, so you know what to do. If you like what you see and you love what you hear, why don't you go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch then? So show some support. I mean, I don't know. I have been thinking about doing stuff like a subathon or a bitathon, follow-thon, what have you. But I'm not really confident in my ability to hold, you know, for it to be that successful to last a long time. I don't know. Some people want it to be done quickly. Some people want it to last a long time. I don't know. But I'm not really confident in my ability to, you know, make a very entertaining subathon at this time. So, but definitely a karaoke stream is in the works. Just note, if you're an international viewer, that most of the time I will be singing Tagalog songs. You know, it's kind of funny, isn't it? English is my first language, even though I was born and raised here in the Philippines. English is my first language. But if it comes to singing, usually I'm more comfortable in karaoke singing Tagalog songs. Because, you know, you just have to memorize the words and then that's it. You don't have to worry about sentence structure or, God forbid, wondering what is the past tense or present tense of something, you know? If you heard me speaking in Tagalog, you would probably know that I am not a native speaker because I always use the wrong tenses for words. Conjugate is the correct word. Like, I would use the past tense for something that's supposed to be present tense, and so on and so forth. So it's kind of obvious that I'm not a native speaker in that sense. Yeah, so, you know, especially growing up outside of Metro Manila, where you grow up not knowing Tagalog as your first language, I have Hiligaynon as my supposed first language. But, you know, I got confused growing up. I didn't know the difference between Tagalog and Hiligaynon, so sometimes I would use the words in the same sentence. So that's why I decided, you know what, let's just focus on English. But I will say, when our generation is beginning to have children now, please, please, please teach them how to speak Tagalog and your native language as well. I've seen way too many kids knowing only English because they're exposed to just English as in a very young age. It's very nice to know, but you know, what's the point of knowing that if they can't even talk to their friends? So yeah, I'm exhibit A, okay? That's gonna ruin their self-esteem, trust me. So don't put them through that torture and that hell. Here. Does your partner's zodiac sign matter to you in a relationship? Okay. No. It does not matter to me. I don't really care about your sign unless you have a sign that you are interested in me. Hey! Woo! Serjay be cooking early in the morning. What's up? Oh my gosh, yes. I don't really care. Oh, what is your sign? If you're a Libra or a Pisces, or if you're a horse, if we use Eastern zodiac, or whatever. But like, yeah, I don't really care about those things. I just need to know. I just need you to show me a sign that you're interested in me. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if that's such a Libra thing to say. I mean, like, who even gets to decide that? You know, it's like, oh, you're being so mean. Oh, you're such a Scorpio. That's such an Aries thing, you know? Like that. I don't know where these things come from. I guess it's just because I don't really follow the traits of the zodiac people. But I know as a Libra that we're supposed to be like super balanced. You know, we want to have balance in all things. I guess that's why, you know, we're Libra, the scales. So yeah, I guess that's why I'm a very naturally orderly and planning person, because I'm a Libra. Oh, that's such a Libra thing. Oh my gosh, Serjay. Reeker says, I'm a giraffe. Meow. Nah, very interesting, very interesting. What was the last thing that you did? I told you, I cleaned the floor. You know what? There's something good about being able to like walk on a floor that's so smooth and shiny, especially since, you know, you sweep the floor of any dust and you mop it. My goodness. Best feeling in the world. You know what? I remember back in high school, I went to a public school in high school. So there would be times, like maybe every 3 months, that the teachers would ask us to come on a Saturday, and then we would be asked to clean our classroom. And I remember I would have a lot of fun telling my excuse me, with the coconut shell, because for those who don't know, the coconut shells are also used in the Philippines. Like, cut half a coconut shell, and that husk is what is used to like to scrub the floor. So if you want to give it like that extra shine, sometimes you would like just put some drops of floor wax on the floor, and then get a coconut husk and start just scrubbing a day. And I remember when I was a kid that I was able to actually use 2 coconut shells. So yeah, I was the big man of the classroom. Yes. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one. See? So just like this, just like these husks, just put them under, just put one of these under your feet, and then okay, and then especially if it got floor wax, I could put one under each of my feet, and I would be whizzing around like a figure skater. Good times, good times. We used to play bowling with those. What? Oh my goodness. Imagine, I don't know how, you have to explain how you do play bowling with that, Reeker, unless you're talking about like you're playing a very dangerous game of tumbang preso with the husk, because that would be very dangerous. Oh, and I think we do have a redeem posture check by Yoromi Gabi. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the stream, Yoromi. Glad to have you here, and welcome, Yoromi. Yet another Philippine VTuber on the scene. Glad to have you here. Welcome. And Yoromi is actually already an established VTuber, but they have recently gone through a name change, and just maybe like a couple of days ago. So yeah, I'm not sure if I could still like mention the old name as reference, but yes, Yoromi Gabi has been a while. You're an alicorn VTuber, and very entertaining posts on on Shorts and on TikTok as well. Love it. So really nice. Yeah, established makes it so formal. You know, I'm Serjay. I can't turn off the formal switch. Especially since it's like your first time chatting here in the channel, at least. So, you know, we have to like establish some formality before we break it down. My gosh. Yoromi, formerly known as Midnight Quartz. So, if you do know them, go ahead and give them a follow. Very entertaining, especially on Twitter with the posts, but the streams also a lot of fun to watch. Reeker says, we just put things up and knock them by sliding them coconuts. Oh, imagine. Those were the weird and fun days. Back in the day when we just, you know, did a lot of irresponsible stuff, especially in high school. My gosh, I used to get, just so you know, I don't know if you would be surprised by this, but I used to get into fights with my teachers back in the day. Nothing physical rather. It's just, you know, sometimes I would point out the quote-unquote logical errors in them. So sometimes I would get into arguments with them, and it's like once every year I would have a quota of getting into arguments with a teacher. So yeah, I guess that's why nobody in my high school really forgot about me among the teachers. Also because of the fact that I'm the English-speaking guy. If nothing else, people will remember me as the English-speaking guy in class. The guy who only spoke English back in the day. Yoromi says, it is. I've been lurking when I visit you. Aw, that's very sweet of you. Thank you. And glad that you are here. Appreciate it. Okay, so next thing here. Does your phone background mean anything, and why exactly? It is my VTuber model, and what is AFAM? Okay, I think I'm pretty down like the kids, you know. I kind of know what some of them are, but you know, it's I don't know all the slang apparently. Oh, okay. White foreigner in the excuse me? A foreigner assigned to Manila. Wow, okay. So I see. But yeah, that's the weird part, because I'm really Filipino, born and raised. It's just I can't talk. English was my first language, so yeah. Awkward. I think that makes it a lot worse. Okay, that's why I said earlier, please, when you have children, please, okay, go ahead and teach them Tagalog and your native language aside from English. My gosh, or you'll be like me. Okay, it was really horrible for my self-esteem. So my phone background is just my VTuber model, and that way it will be easier to do the phone ring thing when I oh dear, what is this? When I meet up with other VTubers. You know that thing that you see on Twitter where if you meet up with other VTubers, it's like that you all gather your phones together and then into a ring, and you'll be able to, you know, see all their VTuber models. That's something that I like to do. So that's why I made my phone background my VTuber model, and it's a lot easier that way. Yorimi says, morning bath lurking. Okay, sure, go ahead and enjoy, and hope to see you in a while. Yeah, I don't know. I used to have... I saw the Matrix. I used to have... Actually, I don't really know what else I used to put there as my phone background. Sometimes it was just plain. Before I became a VTuber, I would just like use the default background, whatever that was, because I didn't really, you know, have anything outstanding. At one point I had my girlfriend, but like other people, because like it's like, you know, it's very common among my friends that when they are a couple with someone, or if they're married, that they would usually have their boyfriend or their girlfriend or their spouse, or if they have kids, usually it's their kids, and if they don't have kids, usually it's their pets. But I wasn't really a fan of that before, so I just used like the default background. But when I became a VTuber, then I decided to use my VTuber model as my background. So good job, Serjay. Good job at trying to keep a secret that you're not supposed to tell people that you're a VTuber. I am the worst person at hiding the fact that I am a VTuber. Okay, but if you tell me that who you are, if you tell me your secret, I will hide it until the end of time. But if it's my secret, okay, who am I gonna be worried about doxing me if I do it myself? But yes, a lot of my friends like to tell me their secrets because they think I'm very trustworthy. The only reason why I'm very trustworthy is because most of the time, if you tell me stuff, I will forget it. So yeah, feel free to DM me your secrets. If it's getting too heavy for you, feel free to DM me your secrets, and most of the time I'll probably forget it immediately. Okay, so we're nearing the end. What is this question? What lie did your parents tell you that you believed for a long time? I don't know. That's a very good question. I am stumped. This is just like, oh my goodness. What lie did your parents tell you that you believed for a long time? Okay, so again, the question is, what lie did your parents tell you that you believed for a long time? That's a very good question. I believe. Right? It's like those tactics that you could see on game shows and stuff like that, those stalling tactics while you're trying to gather your thoughts. You just repeat the question and then you say, oh, that's a very good question, and that's like, I believe that. I'm doing the classic stalling method because I really don't know what is a lie that my parents would tell me. Right? It's also a Miss Universe question. It's a beauty pageant question. How would you achieve world peace? How would I achieve world peace? Well, thank you for asking that question. I believe that the way to achieve world peace, see, all of the ways you could try to stall and gather your thoughts and organize them so that you could finally give the whoop, Aniverse. POV, you still believe it. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so I think this is the best that I could do. What lie did my parents tell me that I believed for a long time? Thank you for asking the question. I believe that the lie that the lie that my parents told me, and I believe for a long time, is that I could not be successful as a creator. And because, as a kid, I wanted to. My parents and we agreed that I should become a doctor growing up. And because I was around doctors for a long time as a kid growing up, I interacted with doctors a lot, but you know, I wasn't really as I grew a little older, I wasn't really that interested in becoming a doctor anymore. Instead, I wanted to become a novelist. And I was kind of forced out of that dream because, well, for one, I didn't have a lot of experience, so I could never finish a single novel, that quote-unquote novel, that I wrote on my notebooks as a kid. And until now, I'm still kind of frustrated that I'm not a successful writer, but I kind of deserve it because I haven't been writing anymore anyway. So, yeah. But I would like to think that I am successful as a content creator. I mean, sure, I'm not like quote unquote like top 10% of Twitch streamers or YouTube video creators, but like, you know, I think I can gather a decent enough audience. I have people that are interested in watching me, whether live or my videos, and it is a dream of mine that I want to make this into a career in the future. But realistically speaking, if we don't even consider the amount of money that I could probably get from this, I am also afraid that, you know, if I want to become successful, then I will be like really have to grind. I'll really have to learn like what are trends, what is like the content that will get in the views. And that is also problematic too, because this thing, streaming, is primarily like a hobby for me, a hobby that I love. And, you know, if you want to grow big, then you'll have to make some sacrifices in the content that you enjoy in order to deliver the content that people want. So there is that, you know, that kind of issue that you have to deal with if ever you want to get bigger, if you want to get like to draw an even larger audience. So, but I believe, and I am proud of what I have achieved so far, and I hope that more of you that all of you rather will be able to join me and continue being part of my journey as well. So thank you for that. And it's kind of, I know it's kind of weird that you might see bans happening while I'm saying those things, but those are bots. I like to ban bots. Even if they're not doing anything, I would just want to ban them because they bother me. Okay? It's just something that I like to do. What traits do you envy in others? That's a good question. I envy when people are more carefree and do not overthink. Because that's my burden, you know? That's my problem. I overthink a lot. Whatever happens, I'll always have an issue to think about, you know? So it's like, you know, if there was like a contest for overthinkers, I would probably win world championship. Don't add me. Okay, I'll be the best at it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I really want to change. I really am trying to change this thing. It's because it's not healthy either. And I look up to people that are able to be more, well, at least from what I see, they look more carefree, because, you know, it's so burdensome to be, you know, be dragged down like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very glad that to meet more people like that, because that way I can learn more about how to be better than what I am now. So you know who you are, you do you. Okay, you're doing great. Okay, so next one is do you have any strange food preferences, and what are they? Interesting question. What is your strange food preference? I don't know. I dip my French fries into my caramel sundae. I pair Mr. Chips, which is like cheese tortilla chips, Mr. Chips, and Chucky chocolate milk. I don't know. It's the combination of sweet and salty that really makes it so good, you know? And yes, I remember this one. It's I put pickle relish on my pepperoni pizza in SNR. Yeah, the sundae and French fries is like a classic combo. I learned that from my friends back in high school. And the Mr. Chips and Chucky chocolate milk is something that I did when I first entered the workforce. It's just, you know, again, sweet and salty is a very nice combination. And this one I learned when I first went to SNR, because for those who don't know, SNR is like Philippine Costco, so warehouse shopping. So just like Macro before, and kind of like, you know, SM Hypermarket. So they have also a restaurant area or a dining area, and you could get like, you know, relish, pickle relish, or onions for your hot dogs and stuff like that. And I love their pepperoni pizza. And what I like to do is garnish the pepperoni pizza with the pickle relish, because man, that's you know, again, the sweetness and sourness of the pickle relish goes well with the pepperoni pizza. Try it, okay? Don't knock it till you try it. Give it a try. It's nice, okay? Next time any of you will be able to go to what's this? SNR, give it a try. It's very interesting. And welcome, Ether Plays. Thank you very much for dropping by and for saying that pickles with Nutella. Ah, yes. Very interesting combo. Yes. I think I've seen that on the internet, combining pickles with Nutella. Okay. And yes, apparently you're supposed to pronounce it Nutella and not Nutella. Okay? It's not nut. It's newt. Nut. Oh my goodness. Hi Selen, good to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're gathering the Philippine VTuber community as well, bringing in the moon. Yes, Selen, good to have you here. Oh, having a karaoke party. Nice. Very good to hear. Very good. You know, you're inspiring me. I should go ahead and try to do karaoke streams again one of these days. You know, again, if you want to go ahead and make me do a karaoke stream, I might do that if we hit 500 followers on Twitch. So you know what to do. If you like what you see and you love what you hear, why don't you go give me a follow? But yeah. So going back to this one again, welcome everybody, Selen and Ether, glad to have you here. What did your last text say and who was it to? So I already answered a similar question like this earlier. So the last person I texted was to my Jollibee delivery driver, and I told him to leave the food on the, I don't know what you call it, the table, because I don't know, and like in some places there's like a designated table or place where you could leave, like, you know, your Shopee or Lazada deliveries. Same thing with food takeout. There's a place like that, so we could go ahead and have them leave it and I would just pick it up. Yeah, Serjay doing some midnight snacking again. You know, Jollibee spaghetti, cheeseburger, and fries. But no Sunday. But I am amazed at, I think it was McDo that recently had their Speculoos McFlurry. Oh my gosh. Amazing speculoos cookie butter McFlurry. Very nice, but goodness gracious, that's so sweet. You have to drink like a ton of water just to be able to survive it. My gosh. Selen says, Kuya Serjay doing a karaoke stream? Yeah. I mean, I already have done it before, but that was before I was a VTuber. So if you want to go ahead and see me do it again, I can do that. But I only have like a limited repertoire of songs. You love my PNG's outfit? Why, thank you. This one was actually done by At the G, who actually took my base model over here and put in a barong, because I did mention before that I wanted to have a barong outfit, and I'm currently working with my artist Miles, who worked on my original outfit and the outfit that I have here from my recent debut. We're gonna go update this outfit to make it move and bring another design to it. So it's thanks to At the G that we were able to see that yes, I can pull off a barong as a VTuber. So yeah, it's a big inspiration, and we'll be debuting it in June, just in time for Philippine Independence Day. You know, the timing. So yeah. And also, again, if you want to get like an early bird preview of what the final outfit will look like, go ahead and follow my Discord server, because I will members of my Discord server will get like an early sneak peek of it, just like they saw this outfit very early. But someone redeemed the Barong Serjay thing, so I will be more than happy to wear this for the stream. But if you have enough channel points, enough Svek coins, then you can go ahead and change the outfits as well. Excuse me. Okay, who is that? Who's got the green fortune? Oh, Selene, someone... It's green today, so someone is jealous of you. Well, you know, as I always say, someone is jealous of you because they can't handle your awesomeness, you know? Let the haters gonna hate. And the players gonna hate, play. Shake it off, oh. Okay, that's it. Enough bait for DMCA. I'm not a Swiftie, by the way. I only know that song. Oh, you usually get red. Oh my goodness. I guess. You know what? I should do that too. If you want to go ahead and check your color fortune of the day, just enter ! color and you'll be able to see your color fortune of the day. So mine is violet. I'm royalty. Yes. Bow before your boss. Before your king, Serjay. Yes. Okay, so this is the weirdest. I think, Husk, if you're still here, this is the weirdest question that I've gotten so far in Tellonym. Okay, so what? Yo, do you want to follow each other on Spotify? My account is cookie @cookie420. No. Who are you? Oh my goodness. My gosh. I don't know who you are, Cookie420, but thank you for submitting your question. But the answer is still no. Okay, I don't know if Cookie420 is actually watching the stream, but I'm sorry, you can't just say that without me knowing who. Selene says, I got that question too. Oh my goodness, Cookie's been going around, I see. Okay, but you know what? That's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah. I'm so sorry for your eardrums. No, I'm not. Selene says, how come you get my favorite color? #rigged. Okay, I'm sorry, Selene, okay? I don't, you know, game the system. The system just does that. If you have any complaints, I will be expecting your twit longer within the day. 1,000 words, double spaced, Times New Roman, size 12, please. Thank you. Double spaced, huh? My gosh, all of those college essays. My goodness. Hey Hybrid, good to have you here. Welcome. Thank you very much for dropping by. And yes, we have another Filipino VTuber in the house, Hybrid Ninja. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Playing Resident Evil 4. Is that the original or the remake? I might probably play Resident Evil 4, but the Switch only has the original, so just keep that in mind, okay? my laptop cannot handle things like Steam or whatever, so yeah. Oh yeah, as a student they probably would have asked you to do like single space, not double space. Double space is kind of cheating, unless it's like your thesis. So yeah, 1,000 words, single space, or 5 pages. Times New Roman, size 12. My gosh. Nightmares. MLA format, please. I don't like Turabian. Whoever designed the Turabian citation format, ugh. Especially with all of those footnotes. Footnotes are the bane of my existence. My gosh. Sometimes the footnotes are so bad that they occupy the 1/2 of the entire page. Why though? It's just awful. My goodness. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. Let's move on to the next one. So here we go. It's the remake. Oh, you're playing the remake. Oh, that's nice. How are you finding the remake so far, Ninja? Or Hybrid, excuse me. Have you also played the original Resident Evil 4, and how do you find it? I just find it funny that finally, after all these years of going through ports, Resident Evil 4 now has a remake. My gosh. And maybe after the remake, they're gonna port the remake to like every single other platform again. When are they going to let Leon, Kennedy, and Ashley rest? My gosh. Ashley is gonna be there forever taunting Leon. Leon! My goodness. I love Resident Evil 4, but I will point out one issue there. It's supposed to be a horror game, but your character himself has no fear. And yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. During the time of Resident Evil 4 to Resident Evil 6, it became a lot more action-based. So that's why when they created 7 and 8, it's a lot more... You know, they brought it back to a new protagonist because they thought, because it'll be a lot easier to bring it back to the original survival horror aspect of it. Because, you know, at that point, Leon and Chris and Jill and Claire are like superhuman badasses at that point. Okay, so next question. What are you not in the mood for right now? This absurd heat. Okay, again, remember everybody, it's April, so that means it's getting very, very hot now. So just make sure that you go and spam your hydrate redeems, okay? This is permission to everybody. Please appreciate the people that spam the hydrate redeems in your chat. At this point, we're going to need it. Oh my goodness. It's early in the morning, but my throat dries out in just like a few minutes. April is always the worst, and then May begins to cool down a bit right before monsoon season in June. If everyone had to pick a new name, what would yours be? That's a good question. I am fine with my name. Thank you. Yes, I'm fine with my name. Serjay is... Okay, I admit that Serjay can be a bit of a confusing name, Serjay Svek. Okay, confession time once again, everybody. Who here in the chat used to think that my name is actually Jay? My first name was Jay and not Serjay, because you thought that the sir part was like sir. I was so confused, but then I realized, oh right, yeah. In the Philippines, if you see a word like S-E-R, it's pronounced ser, and that's how we would pronounce at the word sir, like the knight, sir. So it has happened that some people thought that my first name was Jay, because I'm like Sir J Svek. Yeah. Thank you, Ataji. You were not one of those people. I mean, I'm not gonna fault you if you thought so. It's just funny in hindsight. That's like, oh, okay. So that's why they just called me Jay. Okay. It's just a very weird coincidence. And some of them even nicknamed me Sir. My gosh. As a result. But my real name, I'm fine with my name, okay? I'm gonna dox myself again. My real name is Kevin, actually. So I'm proud of my name because, you know, I also like learning the meanings of names, and apparently the name Kevin is Irish, okay? And I'll show you the meaning so you will know where I'm coming from and it's not being made up, okay? People used to think that I was crazy, but look at that, okay? Kevin, handsome, beautiful. My gosh. All right. I hope that I live up to the name. I hope that I live up to the name of Kevin. I do my best. I try to be. Okay. So yes, finding meanings of names are fun. Okay. I do pity some people like the Miriams and the Marys or Marias, because, you know, some people are like, because Miriam or Maria or Mary is actually coming from the same root, Hebrew. It's a Hebrew name and it means bitter. So, my gosh. So, you know, like bitter as in bitter ka lang te. Oh my gosh, you're so bitter. Hybrid says, this is my first time seeing a VTuber revealing his true self. Oh no, my immersion break. Just kidding. I'll just let you know that I'm very casual about showing my face, because I actually started on Twitch and on YouTube as a face cam streamer, as what they call, quote unquote, a flesh tuber. All right. And I only became a VTuber because, well, it's not easy trying to clean up your room and make yourself look presentable all the time. So, and also I have this problem here, see? My glasses. Look at my glasses. So, my glasses have that blue light reflection thing. So, whenever I look at my monitor, everything gets reflected on my glasses. So, I find it very annoying that I always have to like look at an angle on the camera so nobody will see what's on my monitor, just in case I have any private info on it. So that's why I have Serjay here on the lower left to take care of this. I don't know if this is gonna be like, oh no, your voice doesn't sound like your model. and then it's gonna be like, oh no, your voice doesn't sound like your flesh model. That thing that happens like every other month in the VTuber Twitter circle. It's like, you know, oh no, your voice doesn't sound like your voice doesn't fit your model. And now if they look at me, it's gonna be like, oh no, your voice doesn't fit your flesh. But yes, let's not break the illusion any further. Bye bye. See you next time. Unless we do an off collab. Okay, so if anyone had to pick their name, what would yours be? I'm fine with my name, thank you. I don't know if any one of you are willing to share your names, and that's fine. Again, we're VTubers, most of us, so that's understandable. But yeah, be proud of your names. Or no, sorry, what I was trying to say is, go take a look at their names, and hopefully it's something that you could be proud of. Okay, so next question. If you had all the money in the world, what's the first thing that you'll buy? I don't know. A house is like the usual thing, but you know, why would I want to buy another property, you know, if I don't really need it? So probably the first thing that I will buy is a better PC. I mean, it doesn't say, I mean, they did say if you have all the money in the world, so I might as well just buy a better PC so I could stream better. So I will not be limited to just streaming games on the Nintendo Switch. I could play games on Steam, so I could actually play Resident Evil 4 Remake. Yeah, that's something that I think would be a dream. I really hope so. So, you know, maybe one of these days I won't get all the money in the world, but maybe you can help me along the way by, if you're interested. Serjay, smooth transition. Okay, I mean, it's not required, but I just want to let you know that I do have a Stream Elements page and a Gank account, so if you feel like helping me out, if you wish, it's just there, okay? Just letting you know that, yeah, that exists, okay? Whether you want to do whatever you want to do with that, that's up to you. But for now, I really hope that one of these days I'll be able to save up to actually get a better PC. Because holy cow, that's gonna make my streaming life a lot easier. Okay, and last one. What did you not get enough of today? Well, sleep, of course. Sleep as always. You know, I find that a lot of us, sleep is a luxury, especially if you're streaming. So yeah, please make sure that you try to get sleep. You will not realize like until way too late that, yeah, you're missing out on a lot if you don't get to sleep well. And that's the funny thing, you know. Some people say, oh, I don't need to sleep because I'll be missing out on things, which is true. But you're also gonna be in trouble too if you don't get enough sleep, because you will just be way too fatigued to do anything. So yeah, if you can, try to get as much rest as you can. You know, you're really gonna need it for whatever you need to do, especially if you're going to the gym. That's gonna be the thing that will help make or break whether you're actually gonna have fun or not. Oh my goodness gracious. Excuse me. But yeah, I think that is good for today. We have finally answered all of my Tellonym backlog. My gosh. We did it! We did it! Yay! My goodness. And also, again, if you want to go ahead and ask me some questions anonymously, if you want to go ahead and give me feedback about my streams, if you want to give me secret anonymous messages, love confessions, whatever, the latest chica, whatever, go ahead and follow me on my Tellonym account. Just search for Serjay Svek, and I'll be more than happy to get to it eventually. Oh my goodness. But again, thank you all for your patience, and thank you for being part of my morning. Glad to have you here. And thank you all again for the redeems. It was really fun. And I hope to see even more of you during my next stream. So, just to give you a tip, I will be streaming tomorrow. No, what day is it today? It's still Friday. Good Friday. Okay. So, tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Philippine time, that's +8 UTC, I will be playing more Splatoon 3. So, if you want to go ahead and see me see the game that served as the inspiration for my original outfit, then go ahead and keep your calendars marked for 10 p.m. Philippine time +8 UTC, where I play more Splatoon and probably with friends. If you want to get the latest updates on my channel, where we talk about food and a bunch of other things, and also for stream and video updates, go ahead and follow me on my Discord server. And if you missed the VOD or missed the stream and you want to go ahead and check out the VOD, the VOD will be available on my YouTube channel in approximately 48 hours. So probably by tomorrow evening or Sunday evening. And also, again, if you like what you see and you love what you hear, why don't you go ahead and give me a follow here on Twitch, and I'll make it so that if I reach 500 followers on Twitch, I'll do a karaoke stream. I think that's a very good idea. So thanks very much. I believe that was Adaji for suggesting the idea. We can go ahead and go forward with that. Okay, so as you can see, the sign says that the stream is ending soon. So let's go ahead and find someone to show our support and give them a good old fashioned raid. So let's just see who is available for us to be able to give them a raid. If you have enough Svek coins, you can actually direct the raid. You just need to let me know. Okay, I think I have an I have an idea what to do. So here is the raid message. If you are just a follower, you can use this. Here is the raid message for subscribers on my chat. So let's see. Okay, let's just check if this is still going on. Okay, so we're gonna be raiding Hada Suzume because they are actually playing the Legend of Korra video game, which was actually released a few years ago. If you love watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, then you'll probably be interested in how they created a video game for the Legend of Korra. So we'll go ahead and say hello and be nice, be good, and hope to see you tomorrow evening again for Splatoon. So again, thank you for making me a part of your day. I hope this stream brought a little more color to your day. So in the meantime, you take care, always stay safe, and keep the world turning, all right? Bye now.